What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Club and Country. This is episode number 103, and we start today's episode off with the Spanish FA coming to us and saying that the deadline for the national squad submission is coming up. So this is the first squad I have picked as Spain manager. There are so many good players in this Spain squad. It was really hard to leave some of them out, but this is the squad I picked anyway. There's a couple of Racing Santander players in there, but I don't really want to go all guns blazing and just pick like every member of our first 11 for the Spanish squad. I'm actually going to be quite fair. You know, there's some players that deserve to be there. Grimaldo's there, Rodriguez is there. Pretty sure I picked Carvajal as well, Blanco. But I'm not going to pick like every single player and start picking a Guza and Paco Candela and so on and so forth because they don't deserve to be there right now. But yeah, I've picked a couple of Racing Santander players because I think they deserve it. And you know, it's going to be really interesting. As for whether I'm going to be playing games with Spain, I haven't really mentioned it yet. But basically, what I'm going to do with Spain is I'm going to play the qualifiers and the tournaments, but I'll simulate the friendlies. Now, in my usual career modes, when I manage internationally, I only play the tournaments, so I simulate friendlies and qualifiers, but I'll actually play the qualifiers with Spain and just simulate friendlies. I simulate club games that are friendly, so I may as well simulate international friendlies as well. But yeah, I'll play qualifiers and I'll play tournaments, and I'm really excited. You know, our first game is going to be in the next episode with Spain against Austria, and I really can't wait to show you guys and see what happens. But still, we take on Sevilla for the first of two games in today's episode here, and we take the lead in this 17th minute, and it's that man again, Ayoza Perez, who gets the goal. Of course, you would have seen the last episode, or possibly the one before that now, Morata is returning from injury, but he still has a plaster next to his name, so he's not ready just yet. And Perez, ever since Morata's been injured, has been scoring goals left, right and centre, so despite the fact that Morata is our highest rated natural striker at 82 overall, Perez now an 81 overall, gets his 10th goal of the season. It's going to be quite difficult for Morata to get back in the side on the basis of Perez's performances, but it's Sevilla 0, Racing Santander 1. We do take the lead in this game, and in the 27th minute, a great chance to make it 2-0. Paco Candela crosses the ball in and picks out Perez, and Perez should have made it 2-0. Really good chance for our informed striker there, but he couldn't hit the target. So still 1-0 to Racing Santander, but to be honest, other than the one chance Sevilla had in the opening few minutes, it was really all us for the majority of this game. In the 51st minute, Jesse Rodriguez goes down the right hand side here, takes it round his man, keeps on going and shoots from a tight angle, but Beto makes the save and turns it behind for a corner. So still Sevilla 0, Racing Santander 1. And from that resulting corner, Rodriguez crosses the ball in, looks for Pedro Obiang, it's cleared away, Carvajal picks up and finds Paco Candela, he strikes it from just outside the area and it curls just wide of the post and behind. So still Sevilla 0, Racing Santander 1. And a few minutes later, another great chance for us here from this goal kick as Carvajal receives it from Ruben Blanco and finds Jesse Rodriguez. The two former Real Madrid men link up and eventually it comes to Porto. He plays a brilliant ball inside towards Perez. Perez takes it around his man here, keeps on going, spots the run of Obiang, but instead goes himself after a quick little fake shot. He shoots the ball, but sadly it goes just wide and behind. So still Sevilla 0, Racing Santander 1 here. And it was all Racing Santander, to be honest. But in the 87th minute here, Sevilla try and hit us on the break as they go down the left-hand side. I don't know where my defence has gone to, but they whip in a deep cross towards the far post. Lopez takes it down and puts the ball past Ruben Blanco and makes it Sevilla 1, Racing Santander 1. So we were 2.5 minutes away from a big win in this game. But sadly for us, Sevilla hit us on the counter-attack, and I was just really frustrated in this game because, you know, as I said in the last episode, you know, we had 3 games, we only scored 2 goals, and we won 2 goals by a goal to nil, and the first game against Spurs was a goalless draw. In this game, I thought for sure we were going to pull it out of the bag and get the win. We had so many opportunities, and we just couldn't take more than one, and that's why we didn't win the game. We drew it 1 goal each, and it was really frustrating because not only did we deserve to win, we should have won, and I don't know what happened to my defence late on. I was actually on defensive as I would have showed you, but I don't know, maybe it's my fault. It probably is. I probably dragged too many bodies out of position, and there you go. So disappointing to surrender a point surrender 2 points in that game. And of course, had we won the game, we would have gone top of the table. Prior to this game, one of the biggest games of the season. It is a potential title decider against Barcelona. As you saw by the title, there is saw by the table even, there is just 1 point separating Barcelona in first and Racing Santander in second. Also, don't forget in La Liga, it's head-to-head record. It's decided on if points are equal, not goal difference. Points head-to-head comes first. But still, as you can see, 1 point separating Barcelona and Racing Santander with 9 games to go. So for one of, if not the biggest, it probably is the biggest game of the season, Barcelona come to El Sardinero to take us on here in this potential title decider. As you can see by Barcelona's side, very good indeed. But of course, it is worth mentioning that we did beat Barcelona away at the Nou Camp earlier on in the season. So I was definitely fancying my chances despite that slip up against Sevilla. And the first chance did fall to us here in the 5th minute. Morata coming back from injury, goes through, takes it it around PK. He shoots at goal, but like so many times this season, he's got himself inside on a one-on-one, but can't finish. Bravo makes the save and keeps it goalless. So still Racing Santander 0, Sevilla 0. From the corner, Jesse Rodriguez crosses the ball into the centre, looking for Borja Lopez, but his header goes wide and behind for a goal kick. So still goalless, but the first couple of chances coming to us, that's what we like to see. And another great chance here in the 14th minute as Danny Carvajal whips in a cross, and for us, we do get the first goal of the game, exactly what we wanted. And the goal scorer is Alvaro Morata. On his return from injury, he's been out for over 3 months. He comes back into the first team and scores on his return. So Carvajal whips in a cross, picks out Morata, and the reason I started Morata up top, despite Perez being in really good form of late, I dropped Perez to play in the attacking midfield slot and Morata as the striker. The reason I did that is for that reason alone. You see the player who went for the header with Morata? It's Mascherano, and Mascherano is only like 5'9". Morata is 6'2". He's really strong. One of his best assets is that he's got really good aerial ability. That's why I started Morata up top, despite how good Perez has been of late, because I knew that if we cross the ball in, I do fancy Morata to beat a centre-back like Mascherano in the air. So it's Racing Santander 1, Barcelona 0. We take the lead through Morata, and in the 20th minute here, Ayoza Perez has a great chance to make it 2-0, but his shot is well saved by Bravo, and Obiang's strike goes behind for a goal kick. So still 1-0, the first couple of chances coming to us. Great chance though here in the 24th minute for Barcelona to equalise as Jordi Alba gets himself inside the area and crosses to the far post, picks out Neymar, but what a block this is by Grimaldo. If he doesn't get in the way of that, that's surely 1-1, but thankfully for us, our left back makes a great interception and keeps the 1-0 as Ruben Blanco thanks him. So we're still leading in this game. In the 37th minute though, again Barcelona come forward with Christian Teo down the left hand side, takes it around Danny Carvajal, ends up swinging it across towards Luis Suarez. It's not dealt with, and Suarez, the Uruguayan, really should have scored there. The former Liverpool man had a great opportunity, but he couldn't get his shot on target. So still Racing Santander 1, Barcelona 0. And from that goal kick, we pass our way out from the back. Pedro Obiang's on the ball and takes it around Andres Iniesta and finds Jesse Rodriguez down the right hand side. Rodriguez finds Alvaro Morata. Morata takes it around his man, plays it back out wide towards Rodriguez, who takes on Jordi Alba, beats him with a Berber spin, cuts inside here. Great chance, he puts PK on the floor. Lovely couple of skill moves, but unfortunately for us, he's denied a wonderful solo goal by Claudio Bravo making the save. And in the 44th minute, just before half-time, another great chance for us to make it 2-0. We were looking really, really strong in this game every time we went forward. Rodriguez goes down the right-hand side, once again beats Jordi Alba, beats the last defender and shoots, and it goes just wide of that far post and behind for a goal kick. So still 1-0 going into the second half, but despite taking the lead into the break, we knew that Barcelona were going to come all guns blazing in the second half and try and grab themselves an equalising goal, which they'd surely so sorely need. And Busquets has the first shot of the half as he shoots the ball at Ruben Blanco, but Blanco makes a pretty simple save and we get it away for a corner. And from the resulting corner after the substitution, Rakitic crosses the ball in. It's headed away by Ayoza Perez, and it comes to Alvaro Morata, the goal scorer, down the left-hand side. There's 4 Barcelona bodies back, but he beats one of them with a fake shot. Then a quick little ball roll, and Morata keeps on going down the left-hand side. A wonderful run here. Then a quick little double step over, but instead of shooting himself, he lays it off to Paco Candela, who also lays it off to Ayoza Perez, and Perez, who headed the ball away from the corner, goes up the other end and makes it Racing Santander 2, Barcelona 0. So we double the advantage in this game. We double our lead. We've now got ourselves a 2-goal cushion, and that was wonderful hold-up play by Morata. Picks out Paco Candela. He doesn't shoot himself either. He finds Ayoza Perez, and the man in form. He may have been disappointed to know that he wouldn't be leading the line in this game, but he kept his place in the first 11 if nothing else, and he does get his 11th goal of the season. So Racing Santander 2, Barcelona 0, a goal for Perez, and surely now it's going to be really, really hard work for Barcelona to get themselves back in the game. They did have a great chance here though in the 67th minute as Neymar crossed the ball in. Messi wins the header, but ends up hitting the frame of the goal, and it goes behind for a goal kick. So still 2-0 to Racing Santander, but Barcelona beginning to get themselves a little bit more, I guess, back in the game a little bit more, I guess, to be honest, because in the second half, didn't really show enough urgency for a side that were 1-0 down. And from this cross into the box, we get it away. It comes to Oliver Torres. Torres finds young Halalisi here. And instead of shutting up shop and just regaining possession, we wanted to score more goals. And as Torres gets tackled, we win it back with Elise, finding Ronnie Ariaguza. Good through ball to Morata. Morata holds it up, finds Moy Gomez, and what a return he had to first team duties. Morata got himself a goal, and he also was involved in the second goal as well with a secondary assist, if you can call that, for getting the assist to the guy who actually got the assist, and also getting an assist for the third goal. He had a brilliant game, Morata. Wonderful target man. Held the ball up really well for us, and a goal as well himself. And Moy Gomez does make it Racing Santander 3, Barcelona 0. So in a game which was probably the biggest one of the series, we are going to thrash Barcelona by 3-0 because it is how the game finishes, with that being the final chance. And we are top of the table with 8 games to go. The dream of us winning La Liga this season is still alive. That man played a huge part in it on his return to injury, and you never know. Before the season, I wanted to have aims of winning the league, at least challenging for the title. Right now, with 8 games to go, we are in the driving seat. We've got the head-to-head record advantage. It's going to be a real frantic finish. But that is going to end the episode, guys. So as always, a big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed today's episode of Club and Country, then please do leave a like, and I will see you for the next episode of Club and Country very soon.